Hey Capricorns, welcome to your Aquarius season reading where we'll focus on embracing your individuality over the next few weeks. So jumping right in and looking at the energy that's surrounding this reading for you guys. The first card that we have out for you is Observer. And let's pull another, see what other energies are surrounding this reading for you. What other energies are surrounding my Capricorn collective? And we have door to personal healing and happiness. So I love this because Capricorns, this is a very thoughtful energy that's coming out around you right now. It feels like there is going to be a need for you to look rather than leap and listen rather than talk, because there are some things that I think are coming in that if you're moving too quickly or, sort of acting on impulse, then you might miss it. With the door to personal healing and happiness, there seems like there will be an opportunity for you to enhance your life in some meaningful way, whether that is you sort of recovering from past experiences and finally putting them to rest, or, jumping through a doorway or a gateway that lends itself to you sort of elevating to the next level of pleasure in life. I think that the two are very much intertwined, that maybe there have been some experiences that you've had that have sort of prevented you from sort of living your optimal existence, right? That you haven't necessarily been able to live your best life because you've been weighed down by some things that have happened. But understand that over the next few weeks during Aquarius season, it's really focused on you tapping into you, figuring out what makes you happy, what makes you you, and why you should not apologize for any of the above. So again, very thoughtful energy that's surrounding this season for you. But I think that at the end of it, you're going to be pretty pleased at the progress that you've made and the opportunities that are coming your way. So overall, Aquarius season for you is really going to be about deciding, being very, very decisive about what your path looks like and what next steps you are going to take. With the Two of Wands in reverse, there's this sense of whether or not you stay where you are, or if you sort of go out into the world and explore. And I think that for a lot of my Capricorns out there, you're going to sort of square your back and be like, okay, you know what? Yep, let's explore. I've been in this place long enough. I think it's time for me to make this decision that there's more in this world that I have yet to see. And I'm ready to see everything. And we have that clarified by the Nine of Wands. So this is an interesting card too, right? Because this is a bit of my wounded warrior card. It's someone who has been through some shit. They've been through it, but they're still standing. They're still there. They're still sort of holding up under their own strength. And so I think that this season for my Capricorns out there is really going to be focused on your recovery, right? You're healing from these injuries, these traumas, these experiences that you've had, and now you're ready to get back out into the world. So it's almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes, like you've been burned to a crisp. But you know what? Guess what? You're coming back better and stronger and all fiery and whatnot. So it's going to be a good season for my Capricorns. Now, the best way for you to explore all of the goodness that you have to offer this world, we have the Four of Cups. And this is being very, very deliberate and very decisive about what it is that you allow in your life. You can see, particularly in this card, we have this little, I don't know, skeleton, zombie, whatever he is. He's like kind of tossing this cup overboard, right? And he has these 3 cups here, so plenty of options, but very much using their sense of discernment to say, this is not a cup that I need. I'm good. I don't need that. Please take it away. Pluck. Bye. And so you sort of living in your truth and making the most of this, again, is going to be you being very, very thoughtful about what it is, what energy that you allow in your life. Because I think that once upon a time, you just sort of let any and everybody in, and that didn't work out well for you. I can't be too mad because we've all done it at some point or another, but we have that clarified by the devil in reverse. So again, using your discernment to figure out who and what you allow into your life, and with the devil in reverse, making sure that you don't engage anymore in bad habits or activities or thought processes that do not serve you. So not hanging out with toxic people, not allowing your energy to be drained, not being codependent on anybody around you, not sort of stepping out of your pocket, your lane of what you know is right for you and what feels good to you for the sake of other people. So that's going to be sort of the best way for you to tap into this energy of the Aquarius season. Now, as with most things in life, there are other people who are around, and sometimes they want to insert their 2 cents in it. So, something from others, an expectation that others may have of you that you would probably be better off rejecting, is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, the Queen of Cups, when it's upright, is a very loving and giving and nurturing energy. And I do think that there are going to be people around you, people that you encounter, who just sort of look at you as being a stone cold bitch. Like, oh, Capricorn is just, they're not giving me any time. They're not giving me attention. They're a terrible person. And on your end, you're like, okay, I'll be that then because I'm over here preserving my peace. I'm not trying to be the wounded warrior anymore. I'm still standing up. I'm in the recovery mode. I'm not trying to get knocked back down. So if you're bringing me energy that feels off, that I'm not vibing with, then no, I'm not going to deal with you. And no, I'm not going to feel bad about it. So if people want to think that you're a certain way because you don't feel like engaging in their level of shenanigans, that's okay. That's okay. I think you'll be more than fine with them, with them thinking that. And we have that also clarified by the 6 of Wands in reverse. So again, the 6 of Wands, when it's upright, is a card about victory. It's being validated by other people. It's being acclaimed or recognized in some way, shape, or form. And so again, I think the expectation is that people are going to kind of poo-poo on your new path. They're going to poo-poo on you choosing yourself first. And that's okay. That if, don't expect for them to sort of rally around you and rah-rah the fact that you're just not going to deal with any and everything that comes your way. That's their issue to deal with. You're focused on you right now. So if you're looking for them to validate, if you're looking for them to embrace this, they're not. And that's cool. You'll be fine. You'll be fine regardless. Now, how you can stay true to yourself throughout this process, throughout Aquarius season, we have the King of Cups in reverse. So again, the King of Cups is a very, very generous, loving, giving energy, very, very emotional. And you staying true to yourself is dialing back some of that energy. Because I think, Capricorn, once upon a time, you expended so much, you gave so much to everybody else that there was barely enough left for you. And it left you in a place of having to heal, of having to recover. And so I think that now you're looking at people without the rose-colored glasses, like there are no blinders on, and you're observing them very, very carefully to say, should they be around or should they not? And I think that for a lot of people, it's like not. But whatever the case, you are not going to be throwing your energy just in unlimited amounts at anyone. But what you are going to be doing is stepping into your own power with the Emperor card. So the Emperor is very firm. They are very smart. They are very strategic, very, very thoughtful about how they move through life. And they are focused on being stable. They are focused on being abundant. Where the Empress energy is very nurturing and very caring and ready to birth something new. The Emperor is about preservation, protection, building. And so what you're not going to get is a super strong emotional response from the Emperor. Do they have the capacity to care? Yes. Do they have the capacity to nurture? Yes. Do they do that for everybody? Absolutely not. They make sure that they're taken care of first. So Aquarius season is going to usher in a time of you taking care of you. Now, your inner voice has the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ace of Pentacles is really sort of a fresh start when it comes to stability, when it comes to those tangible things. And so I think that even though you are in recovery, it is a process, Capricorn. So having the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is not to say that you are not going to be able to obtain the stability and recovery that you're looking for, but they're saying don't rush it. It's going to take time. And particularly when it comes to your dealings with other people, if you're looking to create a foundation and build off of that, it's going to take you watching for a little while, as opposed to using the more emotional parts of you and jumping right in and then getting burned. So slow and steady is the message that's coming through for you. And we have that clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, which is about work. It's about improving over time. It's about perfecting your craft. So the primary message that your inner voice is trying to share with you right now is patience. Take your time. There is absolutely no need to rush. As you're building, you will do your healing. You will become a happier person. But it's going to be very contingent on whether or not you're okay with dialing back the energy and being more discerning in what it is that you give to other people, especially when it comes to your emotional self, because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy to be giving to others. And another message from Spirit that we have: address your addictions. So it's interesting when we looked at, what you can sort of do to explore your goodness, your greatness, to move forward on this path. We had the Devil in reverse, right? And the Devil, again, is about bad habits. It's about addictions. It's about, those sort of toxic traits or activities that you may have been engaged in before, even if it means overgiving to other people. And sometimes giving can be a little bit of an addiction, right? You get so conditioned to do it over and over and over and over again that you give to the point of exhaustion. And maybe it's because you want people to like you. Maybe it's because you want to keep the peace. Whatever it is, it's a habit that you have found yourself doing time after time after time. And so Spirit is saying this devil energy, make sure that you address it, so you don't fall back into the same trap or the same position that you were in before that necessitated all of this healing that you have to go through in order to get to your place of happiness. So Capricorns, take your time with this. Make sure that you do the self-work. Get to the root of why you were so giving to people who didn't necessarily give back to you. Don't worry about their opinions on what it is that you're doing now in order to heal and move forward in life. This is the time for you to take care of you. So that's what I got for you guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.